Hey Sassy friends, I just opened up the Sassy Box pre-order for my next kit called Summer Vibes. You're not going to want to miss this one. These are all sneak peeks of all the awesome things that are going to be included in this kit. So make sure you head over to TheSassyClub.com so you can go pre-order yours before they sell out. Thank you guys so much! Hey Sassy friends, Sandra here and welcome back to my channel, The Sassy Club. If you're new, be sure and subscribe. And if you don't know, I did get engaged very recently, and if you follow me on my other social medias, then you will probably be up to date on all kinds of stuff like that and Sassy Club business. Yes, I said that, business. This is my new happy planner and I'm so excited to be using it and starting it off. It's so pretty and I kind of am really rusty right now since I haven't filmed a video in forever, so I just kind of wanted to just dive right in and use some of the stamps from my new release. As you guys may know, this is Fun in the Sun and I really love this set because it's super summery and just a fun set in general, and a bunch of the other ones that I released recently which you can get at thesassyclub.com, which I will have linked in the description box below. But yeah, at first I really was going in one completely opposite direction, and then I changed my mind because I never really plan these out ahead of time as far as the theme that I'm going with. I kind of just go with the flow. As you guys know, I really love summery sort of vibrant neons and bright colors, and I also love my watercolors in general. So I pulled out my water brush and I just decided to kind of just add some pink all over this and kind of just see where I went with that as far as the direction goes. I also recommend having a paper towel nearby when you're doing this in case you use a little bit too much water. You can just soak it up with that paper towel, or in case you kind of want to remove some of the color, it's great to be able to just do that and kind of, you know, backtrack in case you added a little bit too much. I kind of just went a little crazy with this pink and maybe at first was kind of adding a little too much, and I was like, we'll see how this turns out, you guys. But I actually ended up really liking it, and with watercolors you can kind of be messy and kind of get away with it. I actually really like the messy look to watercolors, so I mean, if you're one of those people who likes more of like perfection in their layouts, watercolor may not be the way to go for you, but for me I just really enjoy it, and it just depends what mood I'm in, because you guys know I do all kinds of random different things. So I put that other page aside and started to just work on the second page, and then I'm adding these little droplets. I like to put some kind of splatter all over my page just because, so I'm just lightly tapping the brush, and if you want bigger droplets I would recommend using a bigger brush, because the smaller the brush, the smaller droplets you're going to get in general. So yeah, basically I kind of just did that and just wanted to see what would happen after that. I didn't have a plan, and I decided to dry off my paper using my heat gun, but again, if you do that then you're probably going to warp your paper a little bit, so maybe just give it time if you're actually, you know, if you don't mind and you have the time. But since I was doing this video I just decided to dry it off. And then I decided to use mermaid tail or teal, I can't remember right now because I'm a crackhead, JK. And I just decided to use the little pom-pom from the Fun in the Sun summer set and just start stamping it all over the place. And I kind of wanted to just make the header really nice, and I kind of messed up right there, but that's the beauty of having clear stamps. You can stamp right over them as long as you line it up correctly. And I just really love the way that pink and, you know, teal goes together, and so I just thought, why not just continue to add that and go with that theme. At this point that's the only thing that I really knew I wanted to do together, and I really love that ink from the Sassy Club because it just kind of is the perfect sort of, you know, greeny sort of blue mesh together. I really like that. And then I decided to pull the pineapple off the set too, because I said, what's a summer layout without pineapples? I don't know. So that's why I did it. And I pulled out my archival ink and I just kind of stamped it in black and white, kind of just went with that. I wasn't sure if I wanted to color them in or not. Again, I kind of fly by the seat of my pants, especially since I haven't done one of these layouts on camera in a while, and since I've been really busy with moving and all kinds of stuff, I really haven't had as much time to decorate recently, so it feels really good to just, you know, get all my craftiness out. And I will have a new video soon showing you guys kind of like my new craft area sort of speak kind of thing. And I did pull out my post-it notes, not my post-it notes, my post-it tape. As you guys have seen if you follow me here and have seen my videos, I like to create little patterns within the blocks, and this just kind of blocks them off so that you can just create the pattern only within the block, and then you take those off and it's like magic. Of course, if you're like me and you're rusty, then you totally stamped one off of the actual pattern, so it's kind of a little off, but I still like it, and I'm not super OCD when it comes to like that's not going to bother me to have that there. I wish I hadn't done it, but it is what it is. And then I'm just doing some script in my planner as well, using one of my favorite brushes. I believe that's from Kiratalk, but I will leave a link if I can find it for you guys, because I'm always switching between what I think my favorite pen is, as you guys may or may not know. But in general, the pens that I show are really good, so for brush script and stuff, at least I think so. And you actually can't see this black on the other side of the page, in case you were wondering, with this pen, even though you would think you could, because it's super like saturated and crisp for a black. So I really like that, and I'm just kind of adding script randomly throughout this. I don't necessarily plan everything ahead, as you guys know. I kind of just write whatever I know for a fact is happening and that I want to kind of mark the occasion, but I don't necessarily put everything in my monthly overview. I usually just save it for my weekly when it's small tasks and things, and I also don't necessarily plan a bunch of things ahead of time, so it's just whatever I decide to put in there, and generally I'll go back and add some more. I'm adding that little palm tree there next to the words because I'm gonna be going to Florida, and so I just thought that was appropriate, and I'm finally gonna get to see my family, which I miss so much, so I'm very, very excited. And I just added the little glasses that come from that set, the little heart glasses in that unicorn pink color, which I really love as well. And then I decided I gotta pull out the flamingos because I'm kind of obsessed with flamingos among many other things, as you guys know. And I decided to add it right there and then just mask off that little area because I didn't necessarily want his legs to show on that one little area there, which is a great thing that you can do. And generally when I pull off post-it note, it lasts me throughout the whole day, the post-it tape. I can use it throughout the whole planner, whatever I'm using as a planner before, in my planner before I throw it away. Can I talk? And then I'm just using that same kind of like inverted image from that same stamp set to color in all the flamingos, which I love doing, and I know a lot of you guys also love to do as well. So yeah, this is where my layout is going. Again, I'm still kind of just like, ooh, this would look nice. This is from the Build-A-Box set, which I really love. It's a very functional stamp set, and I'm just going to add some like little boxes of the teal color so that I can kind of just get a grasp for adding more color throughout the page, because I feel like I have a lot of pink going on, so I just want to balance everything out with a little bit of that mermaid teal color, which is just so beautiful. I say it and I'm like, I can't even. So yeah, and I added one of them the opposite way because I plan on just not adding the header that comes with that stamp set, which you can kind of add, as you can see right there above it, and they're really easy to center in there, especially if you're not necessarily filming a video like I am. So sometimes when I off center them, it's just because of that, because I can't put my head over the camera because then you guys can't see. So just keep that in mind. And I'm adding one of my favorite words to this layout. Yes. Yes. And then I'm just going in and writing little words inside the little boxes for whatever I have going on for that week. And I have quite a bit of stuff going on for this month, including my birthday. And then I added that little caravan, or I don't even think that's a caravan, it's a trailer. Maybe a caravan and trailer are the same thing, maybe, I don't know. And I decided to use the color Tweety Bird and stamp some of the pineapples going different ways because I thought that would look cool, and I felt like this needed some more patterns in it, and I also felt like the yellow would kind of break up the large amounts of teal and pink I have going on, so I decided to do that. Generally, depending on my mood, I will do like 4 or 5 colors. Sometimes I'll do 2, sometimes I'll do 3, but I think 3 is kind of the perfect number to balance out usually colors going on in your pages. Then I did add that little birthday cake from my Planner Doodle stamp set, which is also from my shop, TheSassyClub, which I will have links to most of the products that I use in the description box below, but you guys can always leave me like a little comment below, let me know what's going on. And, you know, if you guys have been following me as well, that it is Sandrapalooza, which means, you know, the whole week / month of my birthday is basically just, you know, a celebration of me. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do actually really enjoy just celebrating random little things. And I'm adding this little piece of ephemera that I had in my stash. And I'm just putting some Tombow glue, which is one of my favorite glues because it's got that small little spout. And I'm just, you know, layering it with my finger and then just dabbing off my finger on my paper towel off camera because I don't want to have that awesome stickiness on my finger because your finger will stick to everything. And I'm randomly adding little stickers that I have from a sticker book that I've had in my stash forever from American Crafts, and the colors just kind of go perfectly with this layout. And then I'm also pulling out the Planet stamp set, which is also from my last release, and it's got those little check boxes and the whole little checklist that goes together, which actually fits perfectly inside the little box for the Build-A-Box, and it also fits perfectly in the squares of the monthly inserts as well. So I thought that was really neat. I actually didn't know that was gonna happen. And then I added some yellow thin washi I had in my stash randomly. I thought that was really cute, and I thought it would go well with the kind of colors I have going on, and I randomly just decided to put it wherever I feel like it looks good, if that makes sense. And I like to leave the teared end sticking out kind of like uneven from the side of the paper, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does because like I said, I'm rusty. But as you guys may or may not know, since I've talked about it on the Sassy Club Facebook group that I have, which I'll also leave the link below, I am going to be making a lot more videos for you guys, so stay tuned for that. Now that my move is finally over, I can finally have like a little breather and really just concentrate on what I love most, which is making stamps and videos for you guys, which is my fave. And then I'm just adding this little bar from that same Fun in the Sun stamp set, and it says summer on it, and I thought it would just be a great way to add a pop of that mermaid teal, and then just bring in just like a cute little element to it, because why not? And then I added another little checklist as well. And I'm not necessarily going to fill up this whole page with stuff because like I said, I don't necessarily plan everything ahead of time, but I did just want to add a few little things on camera that I know for sure are happening, and then just add little hearts and little elements to kind of just continue to decorate this page. And as you guys know, hearts and stars are one of my favorite little elements to add to pages. And then there's that little booklet that I had in my stash as well that I said is from American Crafts, and it's pretty old, so I don't know if it's still available, but if it is, I will link it in the description box below. And now I'm going to use my Llama Love stamp set, and I'm freaking obsessed with this stamp set because whenever I have a mood, I can just add it. These are like, you know, whatever mood you're in, you can basically find a face on this set for it, as far as I'm concerned. And this move was really hard and really frustrating, and it was really hot because moving during the summer sucks, in case you didn't know. So I decided to add a little kind of pissed off face for my llama. She's a little mentally disturbed right now, but she's looking cute at the same time, so I added that bow, you know? She's like, I'm sassy, but I'm mad. And anyway, that's pretty much the layout for this week, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you guys are happy I'm back making videos and want to see more like this, be sure and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And be sure and follow me on all my other social media links because I love to hear from you guys, and those will also be linked in the description box below. And if you want to buy any of these sassy goodies, be sure and check out my shop, TheSassyClub.com. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye, y'all!